Hello, welcome back my dear students of class 9th. Dear student, I am Rajendra Rai, your biology teacher, working at LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear student, in the previous video, I have given the revisional aspect of the uh, mitochondria and plastid, that is the chloroplast. And today, I will be able to cover some of the cell organelles, some of the other cell organelles in this video itself, so that you can learn it, which will continue into the next online class. Dear student, come to the next cell organelle. I have covered cell wall, cell membrane, mitochondria and plastid. So 4 I have covered, while this is the fifth one, that is the vacuoles, and vacuoles are found in, large vacuoles are found in plant cells. So this will be the 5 large vacuole, large vacuoles. Dear student, large vacuoles are of having the shape something like this. Suppose this is a vacuole that is found in plant cells, and inside these vacuoles, certain enzymes are found. I am here predicting some colors to indicate the presence of enzyme, different enzymes like this, different colors indicating different enzymes, and excess water that is also get stored into this, and it provides the turbidity to the plant cell, so that plant cell will become mechanically supported, and inside it enzymes plus water that gets stored into the large vacuole, and it provides the shape to the plant cell. And the enzymes, they are the for the purpose of the several biochemical functions into the cell. Small vacuoles are found in the animal cells. Small vacuole, something like this, small vesicule. Vesicles are small vacuoles. Vesicles, small vacuoles are vesicles that are found in the animal cells. Also, the function, they have the function of the storing some enzymes as well as the storage of the excess chemicals into it, which can be these are the storage vesicles for the certain enzymes and chemicals inside the cell, which further supposed to perform the different biochemical actions inside the cells. Dear student, come to the next, that is the lysosome. Lysosome is found in animal cell itself. 6, that is lysosomes. So lysosomes are called as suicidal bag. Lysosomes are called as suicidal bag, and they are found in animal cells, and it digests whole cell with itself if the cell is get disturbed in its metabolic activities. This is sac-like structure filled with the enzymes. So lysosomes, this is a sac, something sac-like structure that will get filled with the certain enzymes. And they are called as suicidal bag. Suicidal bag. They are able to digest the whole cell content if the cell metabolic activities are disturbed. And come to next, that is the Golgi body or dictyosomes. My dear student, in the plant cells, the Golgi body is found in different fragments, and that fragments are called dictyosomes. While In animal cells, complete Golgi body is found as a bicuspid sac-like structures, something like this. So 6, then 7, Golgi complex. Golgi complex. See, what is the Golgi complex? This is the Golgi, a bicuspid structure, something like this. Something like this. Golgi complex, and it is having small vesicles. So these are the vesicles. Golgi complex. So this Golgi complex is the packaging organelle. This is the packaging organelle. It packages different types of the biomolecules, and that biomolecules are protein, glucose, lipid. So they will pack these contents. Like if they pack protein plus glucose, then that will be known as the glycoprotein. Glycoprotein. If they will pack lipid plus protein, then that will be lipoprotein. If they will pack lipid plus glucose, then that will be glycolipid. मतलब दोनों नाम इसमें जोड़ करके ये बनता है. And when they will be required into the cell metabolic activity, then they will be utilized and they will pack into these vesicles, small vesicles. So this is the Golgi body that get discovered by the Camillo Golgi, who was the scientist, and he discovered this Golgi body. Dear student, come to the ribosomes. Next, 8, that is the ribosomes. My dear student, ribosomes are found everywhere in the cell, in the cell's organelles, and these ribosomes are granular-like structures. These are the granules, just like the sugar granule. They will be of different shape and size, and these ribosomes are having different strength. They are found on the endoplasmic reticulum, they are found in the nucleus, they are found in the mitochondria, they are found in the plastid. Everywhere these ribosomes are found, and they are called as the protein factory. They synthesize different types of the proteins inside the cells for the cell metabolism. And they are of so many types, like 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, and so on. If there will be the requirement of big unit, then this 30 years plus 40 years, that will be 70 years. 70 years will be formed. If this big unit is not required, then it get decomposed into the small unit 30 years and 40 years. So these are the ribosomes, and these are the site of the protein synthesis inside the cell. Centrioles, come to the next, that is centrioles. So I would like to here dictate over here 9, that is the centriole. Centrioles are called centrosomes. These centrosomes are found inside the cell as a small body which are able to generate the spindle fiber into the cell, and they participate in the cell division, and they get polarized at the both poles of the cell, and then they will be called as the centriole. So during cell division, the utilization of the this centriole takes place, and they produce protein fibers, and these protein fibers are responsible to divide the cells. My dear student, further I would like to come to the next point, and that point is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. So I would like to delete all these diagrams while covering endoplasmic reticulum. My dear student, there are the transport system inside the cells, and that transport system is transportation takes place through the cell membrane, through the endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum facilitates the transportation in between the cell and nucleus. That facilitates the transportation in between cell and nucleus, and that functions reveals the convenience of the reaching of the essential material from nucleus to the cytoplasm, and from cytoplasm to the nucleus by this endoplasmic reticulum. Now let us discuss that what is endoplasmic reticulum, where does it occur, what is the nature, how many types, what they did, and so on. So let us discuss endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, number 10. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum are found around the nucleus. They are found around the nucleus. This is the double membrane of the nucleus, having the nuclear core, and this is the double membranous nucleus. So you will see this is the endoplasmic reticulum, this is the endoplasmic reticulum that is formed in two forms. Either they will be with ribosomes or they will be without ribosomes. On some endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are found, and they are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, and some are not having the ribosomes, and they are called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. You will see here the nucleolus and the chromosomes, something like this. Okay, so let us discuss about the role of these endoplasmic reticulum. These gets around the nucleus, and that gets suspended into the cytoplasm. Dear student, this act as the transportation path. Number one, as transportation path. As transportation path. Number two, protein synthesis. Protein synthesis are by this rough endoplasmic reticulum. Protein synthesis because of ribosomes are there. Number 3, lipid synthesis. Lipid synthesis. So protein and lipids get synthesized on the this endoplasmic reticulum, and the transportation path, it facilitates the exchange of the material from the cytoplasm to the nucleus and from nucleus to the cytoplasm through this endoplasmic reticulum. This is also called the cytoskeleton. So my dear students, of class 9th, dear student, probably in the next video I will be able to discuss to all of you about the remaining part of the cell, that will be the nucleus, DNA, RNA and cell division, and after that this chapter will be completed as a revisional chapter. And after this chapter I will be able to explain to all of you about the next chapter, that is tissue. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you. Good day.